Hello, welcome to this video tutorial. This is another model answer in minutes. This video is designed to be quick and concise and basically tell you how to structure a model answer. This week is week 14, so if you've been doing the revision plan, then you'll see that on week 14 there is a 10 marker from paper 3. So let's get looking at it. So here is the question. This is a past question from paper 3, a 10 marker using the item. Applying material from the item, analyse 2 ways that punishment may help to maintain social order. The first thing that I would advise you do in the exam is make sure you highlight those key command words. The first thing I've highlighted is item A because this 10 marker with an item demands that you pick 2 things from that item. And if you don't use that item, you are capped at 3 out of 10. The next thing I've highlighted is 2 ways. So making sure that you have 2 paragraphs. Punishment tells me the topic I need to talk about. And maintain social order gives me a hint at the kind of theory I might want to link in. So overall, this question's asking us, how does punishment help control people? So on the next slide, we'll have a little look at that item and see if we can find what we call the hooks. So as you can see, the hooks in the item have been highlighted, reinforcing social solidarity. You can hook onto that piece of information and tell the examiner who would say that punishment reinforces social solidarity, what theory, what study, can you give any examples of this, the types of punishment that reinforce social solidarity, and then perhaps extend your analysis with a bit of evaluation. The second hook is ruling class maintains social order. Again, that's a massive hint at a different theory, a different perspectives, ideas on how punishment can help maintain social order, but in a negative way. The moment you have been waiting for. Here is the model paragraph for hook 1, reinforcing social solidarity. So I would pause the video, read through it, and then have a look at the criteria that I've used. So most people have been taught the PEELE paragraph structure, and that's what's been used here. But what I like to draw your attention to is the various different bits that I've highlighted. So it connects with this logo of Tesco. A good paragraph has been shopping in Tesco. That's what I use with my students. In other words, if a theory has been used to try and provide a foundation of knowledge to the hook, that is brilliant. So here you can say social solidarity is a functionalist perspective. It is the functionalists that look at punishment reinforcing social solidarity in order to maintain social order. What you can also see highlighted is Durkheim's name. So the S in Tesco stands for study. If you can back up what you are saying with a theory and a study, then that is super because it shows your AO1. What you can then see is the blue highlighted areas, and these are concepts. Concepts gain AO1 because it demonstrates your knowledge, but also AO2. If you apply the right concepts and you unpack them to explain an argument, that gets you much higher up the mark scheme. And then the purple is the obvious examples. Lots of students neglect bringing real life examples to support what they are saying. So after I've looked at Durkheim's ideas on social solidarity and punishment and how it maintains order, I've then given an example of where this has actually happened in real life. So that pushes you up the mark scheme. Second paragraph is the however comment. It's the evaluation, and you can gain some analysis marks from this. And again, most of it is criticising the functionalist perspective and then adding a real life example. So pause the video now, have a good read, and see if you can see the shopping that I did in Tesco, if you like, to produce this paragraph. And the second paragraph, hook 2 is looking at the ruling class and how they maintain social order through punishments. So again, the first thing that I have done is quoted the item. It stated the hook. Then I'm quick to identify the theory that it's most closely linked with. So that's T from Tesco. I've got lots of key concepts. So I've been down the C aisle and lots of concepts associated with Marxists when they explain this perspective. I've got an S or a study in Marx, and of course I've got a real life obvious example with the 2011 London riots. You can see that the however comment is right at the bottom, so it's the evaluation. Now I haven't highlighted this one because I thought what would be a really good revision technique would be for you to pause the video and pick out the TESCO. You'll note that it is a PEELE paragraph, so point, explain, give an example, link back to the question and then evaluate. But the criteria of TESCO hasn't been highlighted deliberately, so you can really use this time to see the TESCO for yourself and pick it out for yourself. So I hope that's been helpful, and join me again. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel because more model answers in minutes will be posted leading up to those exams. Thanks for watching.